Thank you guys for tuning into Morning Kiss. The hot topics of this week are blazing. Listen, the House passes a measure to increase stimulus checks to $2,000. According to CNN, the House of Representatives on Monday passed a measure to increase stimulus checks for Americans under a certain income level to $2,000 after President Donald Trump championed the effort, sending the bill to the Senate where its future is less certain. The legislation, which passed with a 275 to 134 vote, comes a day after Trump signed a sweeping coronavirus relief bill into a law last week. So that measure, which was negotiated on a bipartisan bias, provides for $600 in direct payments. But after a deal was brokered and passed out of Congress, Trump rallied against the amount as too low and called for a $2,000 check increase instead. So this prompted the House Democrats to push for an increase. Guys, I know all of you listening right now are like 600 or 2,000. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 2,000, right? So, I mean, that's fantastic for all the people that have gone through a rough 2020 because, you know, it's January. It has been, let's just call it a year. You know, we've been in this thing for a year. So, Blair, I'll ask you first. What do you think? Why do you think Trump pushed for this? Do you think it's an effort to win us over? Like, his way out?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the case because, you know, it was definitely a stand, you know, because 600 to 2,000, that's a big thing. But it's like, you know, we had a lot. We had unemployment. We had people that were, you know, taking two jobs and trying to support themselves. And then, like, most people were like working from home. So it's like probably nice to, you know, actually get a little, you know, morale for the country. So I feel like it's good.
Now, 600, 2,000. I think, you know, you're one of those people where you are very serious about your finances.
Yes.
And I've seen her at Halloween. She will not go to the traditional Party City and go shopping. You know what I mean? This girl is so creative that she will find anything in her house and make it into something that you see in a magazine. So, you know, tell me how you feel about this this new stimulus check.
I'm very thankful. I'm being very positive, and I'm going to say that President Trump made a great decision.
That the one, yes.
That's what I will say.
Yeah. You know, thank him for showing up. You know,
I appreciate that.
You know, so I love the $2,000. I still wouldn't go back and vote for you. You know, I mean, that is my personal opinion. But I just think that, one, I'm grateful because there are a lot of people that honestly could use this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know? We're fortunate to just be sitting in here and be speaking kind of lighthearted about it. Mm-hmm. But I've known people that have lost their house, you know, lost their job, you know, and essentially lost their life. So, you know, we're in a great position to just sit here and discuss it right now. But shout out to Orange, you know, Mr. Orange for doing that. This one solid. My extra thought on it is, man, is he trying to like break the bank for, you know, Biden and Harris to kind of come in like Obama did and like have this be in this deficit, or can they afford it?
Different directions.
I know. Yeah. That was the one thought in the back of my mind. Like, man, is he trying to just like say, I'm gonna empty this thing on the way out? I have nothing else. Anyway, do you think that the stimulus check makes people lazy, or is it helpful? I've heard. Go ahead, Blair. I've heard like mixed, you know, conversation depending on the tax bracket that you're in. So exactly. I wanna ask you,
dude. I feel like it's like a dilemma for myself because I'm like, okay, there's like a nice TV there. It would be so good, but I know I have to be a responsible adult here and like pay my bills and stuff, which would be nice to have, but I'm still looking at that TV.
I think lights and water, it'd be cool to have that, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it depends on what your finances were before you got the stimulus on whether or not you're going to be. Now, if you're already good before the stimulus, then you might blow a little bit. For sure. But if you really need it, then you're going to be like, you know, thank you. Let me, you know, do what I need to do. I think people are responsible under the circumstances, if that makes sense.
I totally believe that when your back is against the wall, you will stretch $600. Okay. And now you giving me $2,000. Oh, yes. Okay. We can do some things. Yeah. All right. Viola Davis has a beautiful reminder for women everywhere. According to Glamour, as a child, I felt invisible. She said in her 2008 Glamour Woman of the Year speech, I came from a long line of women who felt invisible. Now the 55-year-old star doesn't shy away from speaking out about anything, including her long journey to success, whether she's recounting her struggles as a dark-skinned Black woman in Hollywood or opening up about the poverty and abuse she experienced during her childhood. Davis uses her life story to encourage other women to believe in themselves, no matter what society says. I am a proud believer in everything she just said. So, as a woman of color, I'm going to ask you first, Ro. Have you been passed up on any positions you were more than qualified for?
I haven't been passed up, but I will say colorism has been more prevalent in my life than racism.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I don't know if people are familiar, but there are certain differences between dark-skinned women and light-skinned women and how they're treated, both in the industry and in certain jobs. Get out of here. Light-skinned women are seen as non-confrontational. They're seen as more feminine. Sometimes they're seen as more desirable to certain men who are not comfortable dating women who are their skin color.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't really think I'm that cute. I got an overbite, but but at the same time, I have noticed a difference in how I'm treated versus how a dark-skinned woman is treated. But coincidentally, I wanted to be darker growing up. I wanted to be darker than you. I wanted to be Grace Jones dark.
Yeah.
I used to sit outside and try to get darker, literally.
I don't know. I'm just very grateful for awesome parents, but I've never really had a terrible experience with racism. I was raised in Kingston, Jamaica, and then moved to New York right before high school. So my high school and college experience were in the States. Before that, my fundamental years, even though I was born in New York, were in Kingston. So I once I got to college and then after as an adult, I really started to understand, oh my God, this is the thing that I see on TV, because Jamaica is more of a social society rather than racist or, you know what I mean? So they're more classist and social. So my experience is a lot different than a lot of darker complected Black Americans in America. So I do see both sides. I am very outspoken. I try to do it in the most tasteful way so I can use my words and communicate effectively so that I'm not perceived as this overly aggressive Black woman that's 5'10".
Always. She's got an attitude.
Right.
Like you can never communicate boundaries without somebody saying, oh, she got an attitude.
Right.
And I think like the frustrating part is people questioning my Blackness.
Yeah.
Like the lighter you are, people are like, what are you? And I'm like,
it's the German in you.
I'm Black.
It's the German in you. So I'm going to ask you, Blair, explain to the people, what's your nationality? What's your background?
I am Laotian, and I enjoy being Laotian.
Let's not assume everybody know where that is.
No, okay, so that's in Asia. That's in Asia here. But I was born in Asia, and then I came to I left California when I was like 2 years old. So that's I know nothing else. And I don't even know.
Do you speak Laotian?
You
know how to say hi?
But I can understand it. But this is so amazing because this story, like this 51-year-old, I am so inspired because we have like a lot of people that say no, you can't do it. Like I'm too, like we were talking about the modeling thing. I'm too old. I'm too fat. I'm too this. I'm too that. But this makes me want to like reach for the moon and say, hey,
absolutely. Maybe she started crushing it at 51. Shout out to you, Viola Davis.
Yes, Viola.
And my second question, I'll start with you, Ro, first. Do women have it tougher in workspaces, more specifically the entertainment and media industries? What have you done to create? Well, that's my first question. But what have you done to create a positive, encouraging space for the generation coming behind us to step into the roles we're currently in?
I've made it my issue to be supportive of other people because I feel like with women, they are expecting us to be competitive. Yeah. They're expecting us to be jealous. They're expecting us to hate. And we're stronger when we work together. And if you're really that dope, then you can still shine your light on other people and still flourish.
Absolutely.
So if you're not, then you hate on people. So that really shows more about you than it does other people when you say negative things.
A word, ding. So listen, I'm going to pause right there and I'm going to say a prime example is what we're doing today. You know, I think that the Morning Kiss is an amazing platform and it's a little different than, you know, what other stations offer as far as a morning show. You know, we have a morning show before my show, and, you know, they do something a little different. But at the end of the day, it's about adding people's like real life stories, and not just what you see on TV on Entertainment Tonight or in the blogs or whatever, but having you guys here sharing your real life experience. Let's a college student or, you know, somebody on their way to school in high school, well, on their way to the couch now because we're homeschooling, but, you know, let them know like, oh my God, this is where they came from. I can do this too. And I don't even have to have a degree in broadcasting. You know, I just really have to be passionate and invested. So having women minus Sosa, you know, even though he is someone of color, in the studio, we got Blair, we got Ro, and behind the camera, you know, we have Katie. So, you know, she is delivering this amazing content to you guys via YouTube. So we know that we have spaces and people that fill these spots that are really talented. So we don't always have to go to one demographic of people. Okay, Blair, so I'm going to ask you, what are you doing right now to create a positive, encouraging space for the generation coming behind in your industry?
Well, I mean, here at FPTV, we're encouraging all sorts of people to just, you know, be creative and passionate about cultivating their things. So I wanted to say, like, Sofia Capello is actually a director and she's Italian, and we don't have a whole lot of like females in the TV broadcasting just because like the camera is freaking huge and it's like, sometimes it's really heavy, but you know, she's very talented just as other directors are in the female industry for TV. And hopefully one day we can say actors and producers can be like, oh, it's not about a man or a woman.
So I'm going to ask you right now on air while I have you here.
Let's
I've been waiting to ask you this. I want to get into the TV industry. So if I sign up today and I say, you know what, Blair, I am ready. How do I show? When I show up, what's the, you know, are you going to be assisting me? You know, can we make this an official project between Morning Kiss and Kiss 105.3 with Blair and FPTV?
Yes, let's do it.
I'm ready.
We're going to connect you.
So you heard it here first.
Let's
Katie,
go.
are you ready? We're going to be documenting this because I think it'll be fantastic for people to see
it.
that, you know, it's intimidating to a lot of people that don't know or they don't have somebody like you know, in reach just to say, hey, is this something that I can really do? Or are you blowing smoke up my,
No,
we're
here as long as you're ambitious. Hey, let's go, because we're going to support
cross that
you.
off the list.
No, well, if you want a dream to do that, then it's like, hey, we're going to push you. So
all right. Bro, do you think I can do it?
I know you can do it.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, so I need you guys to hold me accountable, but I'm signing up officially today. I don't know if it has to be a you know, kind of sign up, or if it's just I'm giving you my word and we can shake hands after, you know, sanitizing, but I want to do it, and I'm giving you my word today. All right. So, guys, the last hot topic of today, the new COVID vaccine is here and it's out. I am terrified.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys. Drop your responses or your comments in the comment section. Let me know if you're terrified and how you feel about the new vaccine, guys. I want to know. You know, so frontline workers like nurses are being asked to take it first, and man, I understand why they would be asked to take it first because they're in direct contact with people that are sick. But, you know, based on what we've been seeing on social media, it's been really scary. People have been not doing the greatest. So what is your, you know, Ro, I'll ask you first. What is your idea? What's your take on the vaccine right now?
This is strange, but like, I'm not scared of it at all. Like, I was in the Army and my dad was in the Air Force, so we are not strangers to vaccines. I've had smallpox shots and things that you have to get before you go overseas to go in Germany when I was like 4. So I'm not really concerned about it. I'm going to play devil's
advocate, and I'm going to speak for the people out there that's saying, well, those vaccines would have taken a long period of time to be developed. This one came out the microwave. Yep. So,
I understand.
What we're doing here?
I don't know. That sounds funny, but I'm just not scared. I guess I trust the experts. Like, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
So I trust that this is the right thing. They say that it's not even like a live, you know, thing like it is like the flu virus. Because the flu virus gives you, or the flu shot gives you the flu, right?
So I
Apparently,
am giving her the side eye.
Yeah,
For
I
those who
know.
can't see me right now, okay?
Yeah, I'm not scared.
All right. Well, for those of you on the internets, in YouTube land, on Instagram, listening to me live, you would have heard me mention this before. I am a conspiracy theorist. I believe there's a plan behind every obvious plan in the world, and I'm not afraid to say that. You know, sometimes the masses get the information that's kind of watered down and tampered with what they want us to be kind of calm about, or to keep us, you know, in a certain mind frame or mind state. And I don't know exactly what to believe. So I want to watch some people take it.
Yeah.
And then let me just see what happens. And then I'm like, all right, we're good on this second batch.
Yes, let them be the
take that
first.
one.
Let them be the first round.
How do you feel, Blair?
Oh my gosh.
Are you with Ro? Or
No, not with Ro. Nope. I mean, no, I love you, Ro, but it is
go ahead and
not.
take the first batch, right?
I'll be like, okay, it actually is kind of weird because the nurses and the doctors are doing it. I feel like if it doesn't go well, what are we gonna do about it?
Right.
But
So what I've been seeing on social media is that people have had, like, they've been getting Bell's palsy. On my story, if you follow me on Instagram at Dominique V. Blake, you'll see that I posted a nurse that has taken the vaccine. And her face, she literally can't smile anymore, and her mouth is like rearranged. And I've seen this is like the 7th case that I've seen of this, so I don't know what they need to get right in the vaccine, but they need to fix it because I need to smile if I am going to take it. You know, Ro, I can't have you walking around here COVID free, but your mouth is clamped and you're not able to show your smile and your beautiful teeth. So that's something, you know. Shout out to all the experts and the scientists working on this vaccine. We need to get it right for our life and you know, our kids. You know, what are we gonna do?
Agreed.
All right.
Completely agree.
So guys, we are gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get into the word of the day and the final message.